So, if you've ever wondered about who Buddha really is, well, you're in luck, because here he is today. When and where were you born? Tell us a bit about yourself.
I was born in 560 BC in India as a wealthy prince.
Buddha, why did you decide to live your life in luxury?
Because I wanted to find true meaning in life.
So, one thing I'm sure the whole world has been wondering is how you obtained inner peace.
I obtained inner peace through meditation.
And can you please demonstrate to us how you meditate?
I close my eyes and get into lotus form.
How is your life as a prince?
My dad wanted to shelter me from the suffering of the world, but after I experienced the four sights, my whole life changed.
What foresights have you experienced?
First, I saw old men, which showed me the reality of age. Then I saw diseased man. Then I saw corpse, and lastly, ascetic, which is the way beyond death.
You seem very focused on the middle way. What exactly would you define it to be?
The middle way is the path between indulgence and asceticism, and this was very important to reaching my goal.
I see. And did meditating help you in any way?
I attained enlightenment through meditating. Proper meditation will lead to realization that because we are constantly changing, we don't have a self.
Buddha, you speak in such wise words. Can you please explain to us, what exactly is this essence of Buddhism?
The essence of Buddhism is that there is no essence. The realization leads to the end of self-desires, because if there is no self, there is no point of having self-desire.
Could you explain to us the Four Noble Truths?
Yes, the Four Noble Truths are all of suffering. Suffering is caused by desires. Suffering can be brought through sensation. And the solution of suffering is to follow the Eightfold Path.
Now, you're someone from India, which is where this religion is from. So I would assume that you have your own definitions for some of these words, such as suffering and self-desire. Can you please tell us what those definitions are, if any?
Yeah, dukkha it means suffering, and tana, it means self-desire.
How does reincarnation work?
Reincarnation is when you're reborn again as a new person, you start a new life. And there's different levels. So depending on how good or bad you were, you can be an animal or a human.
I've always heard that a person has one spirit, and this goes on from person to person throughout each life. Is this true?
Yeah, it's true.
Okay. I've always heard there are different forms of Buddhism, but more specifically 3. Can you explain to us what these 3 forms are?
Yeah, the first one is Theravada, which is the way of elders, which is the teachings of Buddha that leads to nirvana. The second one is Mahayana, which is the great vehicle. This shows us that Buddha is the divine savior and that we need to trust Buddha in order to achieve nirvana. And lastly, Vajrayana is the Tibetan Buddhism, and salvation is available in this lifetime.
Thank you so much for your time. I think we've learned a lot.
The similarities between Buddhism and Christianity is that you both have to be good people and you shouldn't be selfish. We both look for salvation. And unlike Hinduism, neither of the religions need sacrifices. But the differences are that while Buddhism is founded by a man, Christianity talks about how one God created everything. And while Jesus only preached for 3 years, Buddha preached for 45 years. Thank you.
So, one thing I'm sure the whole world has been wondering is how you obtained inner peace. Can you please demonstrate to us how you meditate? Please show us.